Welcome back to McPhee Ford. Today we're being looking at this brand new 2023 Ford F-150 Lightning. This particular Lightning is a Lariat model finished in Avalanche Gray. Avalanche Gray is a brand new color for 2023, not only for the Lightning lineup but also the regular F-150 as well. And again, this is the Lariat model, so it sits a bit in the middle of the trim levels for the Lightning. This is actually our very first 2023 model that we've received here at McPhee Ford. We're going to take a quick walk around the outside and then we'll hop inside. But we'll start here up front with the grille. And now, being a fully electric F-150, it doesn't require the sort of traditional cooling and some of the capabilities of a traditional gas engine vehicle. So the grille here is sort of just blocked off. It doesn't actually offer any cooling here. But we do have a bit of an intercooler down here, which does actually allow for the battery cooling. So that is down there. You can actually see the active grille shutters. They were moving there just momentarily, and they were moving, so we do have active grille shutters, and those do operate, again, for the battery cooling there. Being a Lariat, it also does have the front parking sensors, so you do have that down there as well. We also have these nice LED headlights and the signature sort of LED light bar that goes across the entire top of the grille there as well. Very, very unique design here, and we also do have the front camera system there as well. Of course, the Lightning is a very modern looking truck. If we come around to the side here, with the XLT and actually the Lariat models, they do have the 20-inch sort of gray painted aluminum wheels, and is wrapped in a 275/60 all-terrain tire. This is actually an upgraded all-terrain tire that is offered. The base tire, or the standard tire, is actually an all-season, but this is the upgraded all-terrain. This is a Hankook Dynapro AT2. And there's the F-150 Lariat badge there on the side. This is actually a sort of a dummy charge port. The actual charge port is actually on the other side. So Ford Canada just put this here just for symmetry, but this one is actually a sort of a dummy. Maybe it looks like it opens, but it does not. It's actually the other side is the charge port. But we also have these nice body-colored mirrors, and of course the body-colored door handles there. We also have the mirror spotlight, as well as the side view camera, and also the blind spot system up there in the corner. Now, all Lightning models are offered only as the Super Crew, so you can only get them as the 4-door and also the 5.5-foot bed. So it's actually the shorter bed option. So this is the only way you can configure a Lightning. We also have these nice gloss black sort of accented running boards here, and they actually do have a light on the end. So when you open up the door, it does actually illuminate here, so it kind of shines on the side of the bed there. Lightning is actually uses a independent rear suspension, which is actually a first time this has ever been used for a traditional truck. And you can kind of see there, I'm trying to give you a good shot here, we do have the electric motor there in the back, which does of course power the rear axles, and there's also a second motor which is for the front axle. So there are two motors in this one. This one is the standard range version. Looking at the rear end here, we do again have that light bar to kind of match the front there. The light bar goes across. It also has the reverse lights right there, as well as the F-150 badge sort of stamped in the middle of the tailgate there. But if we open up the tailgate, it is power operated, so it does go up and down power operated, which is certainly nice to have. We have a tailgate step, as well as the tailgate work surface here. And all Lightnings do come equipped with the 9.6 kilowatt Pro Power onboard system. So this includes sort of a bunch of outlets here in the bed. It's basically an onboard generator system, and so you have lots of outlets up here. You can plug in various things. We also have the on and off switch there, and also the sort of resets. You have a LED box lighting, and lots of tie-down points back here as well. Now if we step inside of the F-150 Lightning, being the Lariat model, we do have the full leather seating. This is a different seat than the regular F-150 Lariat. It has sort of a two-tone sort of gray material here, and we also have some like sort of bronze, sort of brownish accent stitching there, which I think looks really, really good. It sort of ties in with some of the accents there that you see kind of around in the interior. The seats are fully power operated, and they're also both heated and cooled, so both driver and passenger. So they're very, very comfortable seats here with the Lariat model. But if you look at the door panel, again, nice soft touch sort of leather here all throughout, as well as some nice wood grain trim. And we do have your power windows, mirrors, and of course your locks right up top, as well as the memory function. We also have the Bang & Olufsen premium sound system. This is the 8-speaker version. There's actually an upgraded sort of 18-speaker system that is available, but this particular one does not have that. We have lots and lots of storage in the door, of course, just like a regular F-150. And to the left of the steering wheel here, we do have a bunch of controls. Of course, all of your lighting controls here. You also have the front trunk and also the rear tailgate release. We'll show you the front trunk here shortly. We also have power adjustable pedals there as well. But if we hop inside here, take a look at the key fob. So you do get Ford's keyless fob here, which does include the front trunk release and also that tailgate release again on the key, just like the buttons there on the side. We have push button start. So this Lariat is the standard range battery version. There's also an extended range battery version, which is offered. There's two different equipment group levels. There's a 510A and a 511A. This is the 510, so there's actually an upgraded sort of equipment group that it comes with some different things like driver assistance packages, as well as some little things like a power steering wheel, whereas this one is manual. So there's kind of a bunch of different little things that Ford puts in that higher equipment group, but this particular one, again, is just not that. But we'll start here on this nice leather wrap steering wheel, where we do have the Bluecruise. So this one does have the option for adding in Bluecruise, which is Ford's fully hands-free driving system. So your Bluecruise here, as well as your volume buttons. And then we also have controls here for the fully digital gauge cluster, which of course includes all of your trip information, as well as all of your efficiency statuses there as well, truck info, towing, as well as your settings in there as well. And we also have your hands-free phone buttons there. And the sort of eyesore of the interior is this huge 15.5-inch display here. This is standard with the Lariat model. This is a Sync 4A display. This is offered in the Mach-E and a couple other vehicles, Ford vehicles like the Expedition. But this is a standard screen here with the Lariat. We'll start here at the top where we do have the sort of lightning logo. We'll click that, and this will pull up some of the controls and the settings that you can change here. So you have drive modes, which includes normal, sport, off-road, and tow haul. This is also where you activate the locking differential. So on a traditional sort of gas F-150, it's actually a little knob down here that you push in, but this one is activated through the screen. We also have the 360 camera, so we can pull up the 360 camera through the screen here as well. You can sort of change the views right here as well. If we back out of there, we do have some of your towing stuff, zone lighting, and also the Pro Power on board. So you can change all of your Pro Power on board systems from here and monitor everything you possibly will ever need to. So super cool that Ford incorporates that. We also have your sort of park assist there as well. And in the settings here, you have just sort of your regular vehicle settings. There are some electric vehicle specific things here, like the charge settings, as well as we also have software updates, departure and comfort. We can kind of change you can schedule sort of certain times to have your truck ready to go for a certain time. Ambient lighting as well. There's lots and lots of settings here. You can kind of scroll through everything. These little buttons up top here, this will pull up some of the menus like your radio, your phone, navigation, and we do have the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so you can kind of control everything through there. Or you can also use these sort of quick menus down here. So right now we're in the navigation screen. Very easy system to use. It's pinch to zoom, just like you would on your phone. And you can also change the radio, so you can click radio, and it will pull up the radio for you. Or if you want your Apple CarPlay, it's there, trip information. So it's very easy to use. And the bottom section of the screen is designated for the climate control system. So this never moves. This is always here, so it's easy to use. You can adjust the temperature up and down, just like that. And also the heated seats and cooled seats are right here. So if you want heat, you go up. If you want cool, you go down. So very easy to use there. You can also click this button, and this will kind of enlarge it and kind of give you a bit more settings there as well. And just off the screen, we do have the max defrost, traction control, and a couple other things there. This one does have the tow technology package, which does include the Pro Trailer Backup Assist right there, and also the trailer brake controller. So you get that with the tow technology package. And speaking of some of the things that this one has, I will show you the window sticker for this particular F-150 Lightning. See if I can get it unfolded here. All right, so we do have Avalanche Gray right here. And this, again, is the standard range battery. And here's some of the options. So we do have that tow technology package right there, as well as the Bluecruise. So that is an optional with this particular Lightning. This brings the price to $95,000, $96,000. Sorry if you could see it there. $96,000 Canadian dollars. We are in Canadian pricing here, so let's keep that in mind. For the 23s, we have seen, unfortunately, a little bit of a price increase, or maybe I should say a lot of a price increase for the Lightnings. But this one is just under 96,000 for a Lariat, sort of a base Lariat model. But we do also have a wireless charger right here, and also the interior work surface. So you can actually fold the console the other way. Now you have a nice flat surface here. You can eat on it. You can throw a lunch on here. You can just throw a laptop on and do whatever you got to do. So super cool that Ford incorporates that with the Lightnings as well. In addition to the upper glove box, we also do have a lower glove box. Nice, again, stitching here on the dash, that bronze sort of accent that you see along there as well. We also have the B&O sound system, so you do have that sort of main center speaker up there as well. And if we look into the rear seat here of this F-150 Lightning, again, only offered as the Super Crew. So this is certainly the most popular cab configuration by a long shot. And again, this is the Lariat model, so we do have these nice leather seats back here and sort of the two-tone gray with the black. Super cool, like Ford didn't just put the regular seats, they kind of changed it up just a little bit for the Lightnings. But we can also fold these seats up here, so we do have a nice flat surface. You can easily, put things in the back here that you maybe don't want to put into the bed. We fold this back down here. We also do have some outlets back here. So we have a 120 volt 20 amp, which is basically what you would see in your house. So we have that circuit right there. We also have some USB connectors and a 12 volt right above that. So you can keep everything charged up, no problem at all. We also have some rear climate vents and some cup holders right there. Again, lots and lots of space as well. But I do want to take you to that front trunk as sort of our last thing here. Actually, I'll show you the charge port. So this is opened right here. So you do have the charge port, and there's also a little bit of a status light that will show you as you're charging. Also a little bit of an Easter egg there on the inside of the charge port there. But I will open up the front trunk. So you can also use the key fob as well. And you kind of operate it whichever way you want. So it is power operated. It is on powered struts on all models. And it will kind of beep a couple times just to let you know that it's opening, but it does open and close by itself. This little platform here is super cool. So it has a 400-pound limit, so you can put a lot of weight on here, as you can throw heavy things on here. And you can actually lift this up, and this will give you access. This one does have the mobile power cord. So this is the 120 volt or the 240 volt connector. And what we'll notice right here is that it's actually a drain right there. So you can actually fill this section here with ice. So you can fill this with ice, you can use it as a cooler, and you can drain out the water when you're done. So super cool that Ford kind of thought of that and used that for the Lightning. 400 liter capacity as well. And to the left here, we do have the 2.4 kilowatt sort of inverter system in the front trunk. So you have 4 outlets here with some USBs. So you can use this as a tailgate section. You can plug in a bunch of stuff. You can run a toaster or a coffee maker or whatever you need to right off that. But there's also lighting here on the end of the sort of on the inside of the lid. So this lights up all at night. Looks super cool. And the 12 volt battery is in behind this panel there as well. There's also hooks up here. You can use that as well. Just close it up. You just push this button right here and it'll close up for you. No problem at all. But unfortunately, this particular Lightning is not for sale. But if you want to come see it, this is our dealer demo. So if you want to come see it, come visit us or visit mcpheeford.com. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next video.